Adam Devine blamed Marvel as to why comedies aren't being made today. And I have to personally agree. Big box office films killed comedy. Why would you gamble on a small comedy film, a lower budget film, when you can just stack the board with big blockbusters? And that's exactly what execs are thinking. I mean, this summer, let's really think about what came out. You had Guardians, you had movies like Fast X, The Little Mermaid, you had Across the Spider-Verse, the list goes on, that were not franchise films. This year, there were only a handful of comedies that made it in the top 50 box office rank. And I think this is just a result of the common trends that we're seeing right now. Comedy was popular back then. Of course, it still is. It's just not as big. Also, comedians aren't big personalities like they used to be. Back in the day, there was Dave Chappelle, names like Jerry Seinfeld. Back in the day, comedians had sitcoms, they had movies. Even if they weren't in shows, they were writers. Comedians were a lot more marketable. They were much bigger personalities. Mark Norman, Sam Morrell, those guys aren't nearly as big as the OGs that came before them. So far, Ali Wong is the only person I know star in a successful sitcom on Netflix and to also have big trending comedy. So we have to acknowledge that some comedians just aren't going to be marketable because of the things that they say. A lot of them choose comedy over making films. People like Ali Sadiq probably had some of the best comedy this year. They're just not getting those same calls. I think Adam Devine isn't entirely wrong. Comedy films are dead. Give it some time, they're going to come back.